So I want you to watch this person here. This is like Pussycat Dolls, the singing music band. And I want you to watch that person, that lady, and how she is rollerblading and gliding on her hooves. Because, see how it just glides. It just glides because it's on, because it is hooves and not a feet. So it glides like a roller blade. See how it just like she's on an ice skating ring or something. So these people are actually dancing on their hooves, but they have their shoe as a hologram overlay or filter over their hooves. Hope you can see the hooves there. You can see how it transforms from a boot to a hoof. See how thick the front layer gets, like a hoof? It's not like this flat like the shoes that she's wearing, but it's very thick. If you compare this one and this one, it's the same shoes, but look how different it looks, because that's glitching through the hologram, and the shoe is like a filter for this hoof. So when the shoe glitches out, you see the hoof. It's very fast. So that's the hoof there, and then the normal shoes there again. The shoe is quite tiny and flat in the front. It doesn't have a big hoofy heel like that. So you can see another hoof on this feet for Nicole. Boots to hoof. See hoof. See how thick the front is? That's your hoof. That's your fallen angel. Cherubims. The cherubim fallen angels of heaven. Regular flat shoes, very flat. There's no heel in the front. It's a really small flat shoes. And turns into this massive tall thing. Look how fat it gets in the front compared to how flat it should be, like that flat. So the hoof's pretty obvious. You can see the complete anatomy of the hoof with the little pointy thing at the back. So this is the fallen angels' hooves. Cherubim fallen angels, because they have hooves. So they are not like the good angels of heaven, only the angels of heaven that fell to earth, because the other good angels are actually not even allowed to come to earth. They don't come to earth unless they have to spiritually intervene. But they don't come to earth and start singing and dancing half naked with undies on stage like that. So these are all fallen angels. So they are the fallen cherubim angels. And you can see this Nicole's hoof there. So when move really fast, the hologram glitches. So you can see if I can put this. Boots and hooves. Hooves. See how long and straight it gets. So that's your hoof. So this is Pussycat Dolls, Nicole again. And look at her hooves there. Those are boots. And then look at these massive hooves. Just glides on them. See how it stands, like it's standing on like high heels. It has a completely different configuration when it stands. Look at the back, how high it is, and it's standing on its tippy toes. That's your hoof. Because their heels are not awfully high. It's a really tiny high heel. But then if you go, look how tall it gets. Looks like these massive high heel boots. So you can make it out from the shape. The way it's standing, it's almost like a mermaid. So I want you to see this guy, woman, transgender, like this person here, Beyonce is a transgender. So I want you to see his shoes, and I want to show you how the hoof shadow is seen through these heels. So this heel looks very rounded in the front. So every time you're not going to always see a hoof, but you can notice this very thick hoof looking shadow that is cast. See how thick it gets? So that's your hoof. So it goes from like two different styles of shoes. It goes from like a flat roundish front to this massive thick hoof. So that's like a cherubim, fallen angel, or their genetic line. So see how the high heel becomes a completely different shoes. It's not the same shoes anymore. It looks like a different type of shoes, but it's actually the hooves is being seen through the hologram, or it's an imprint of the hoof, because it gets very thick in the front. It looks exactly like a hoof. See how flat the shoes is? Otherwise, it's very flat and rounded. And then you go back here, you will see that very thick shoes. So that's your hoof. And the imprint is exactly like a hoof. So it's not the same shoes. So that's a way to find out as well, so that if they don't totally glitch their hooves, they will glitch the shape that way. So it went from that type of shoe to that type of shoes. And Beyonce's shoes glitches, like see how it's got high heels, like tiny heels. Goes from tiny heels to this wedgy looking shoes because it's all a hologram. See how it becomes a wedge? Because it's all a hologram, so we don't know what these things are. So all of these clothing, all of these items, it's three-dimensional AI objects, so it's all a hologram. But the shoes should be having a heel like that. But it all becomes one huge wedge. So it goes from being heels to one wedge like that with no heels. It's all a hologram. So all these things you can actually, they can actually touch it and use it, but it also can glitch out. So have if you have developed your eye to see the hooves, then you will see like Beyonce is actually walking on hooves, because it's like, see how flat and rounded the front is? It should be like pointy like that, but when it steps, it becomes like these round hoovy things. That's what I see. It's like walking on hooves and not on heels. Hope you can see that. See how round the shape is off? It's casting a round hoof-shaped shadow because it's all a hologram. And this is Justin Bieber, and that is Justin's hoof. I'll show you just there. That's Justin's hoof. See how tall it is compared to the front flat feet. You have this angle going at the back and a completely different shape of his leg that bends back, whereas the front leg is straight. That's your hologram. So that's Justin's hoof. And if you look at the back, see how far apart their legs are. So it's like all these dancers have hooves as well. So that's Justin's hoof compared to how flat and straight. So look at these people. Look how far apart their legs are. It's just weird and not normal. So that's like a hoof shape. That straight leg that's been bent. That's your hoof. And so you have to catch it through the hologram. And you can see this one here. It's a hoof. Straight legs with hooves. All these fans could be like AI humans. They'd like digitally created. They could not even be real. Just they get lots and lots of fans. Another person on their rollerblade hooves. Have a look. See how it just glides. And the legs are really far apart. So these are all the cherubim, fallen angel genetic line, and you do not have to be afraid of them, because it's not like they did this themselves and gave themselves hooves. They actually just naturally have hooves. What's unnatural is the human form. The hoof is their natural form. The unnatural is the human form. The natural form is the hoof, because they're fallen angel cherubim. And in this one, she's actually revealing that she has hooves, because in the shadow she's casting hooves. So they are like really subtly revealing it. So in this particular video, Beyonce is revealing her hooves, or his hooves, because Beyonce is a man. See the hooves there? So Beyonce is not wearing, she's wearing really tiny shoes with a very small high heel and a very low profile. But look how big and giant the hooves get, the shoes get. And she's revealing it through the shadow. They're revealing it, or she's revealing that she has hooves. But they're confident that people won't make out or notice it or believe it. See the hoof? It's so obvious, the shape of the hooves. But she's actually showing it. And then look how tiny the shoes are. It's very pointy and thin and flat in the front. And if you go back here, hope you can clearly see the hooves there and the shape of the hoof. No, that's pretty obvious. So that's another fallen angel, cherub, cherubim, or a genetic line of that. So she's there showing it to you actually. She's not showing it to you, but they want to represent themselves because they want to express themselves, but they're not allowed to because they want to hide their cherubim, fallen angel identity, and they want to pass as a human being with all the holograms that they use. So all the fashion that they do, it's all hologram fashion. So they're all hologram, 3D AI objects. So they make you look at Mars and make you think that's the Holy Grail. But the Holy Grail is all on Earth. And they want you to look elsewhere and make you think that what these guys are doing is primitive. But they have hologram technologies and they're really enjoying themselves on our Earth, tricking us, fooling us, deceiving us, and making us think that we need something better. But they are the ones coming here and using all their technology on us and fooling us and tricking us with their very advanced technologies they have developed. But all this knowledge is from heaven, so it's not theirs. It's actually our Father in heavens, and they have used and created all these things for themselves, and they come to Earth and use it on us. So an example of a hologram glitch is this Victoria's Secret model. And they walk forward. Look how a shoe disappears. It's like, where's the shoes? It's gone. See? No shoe. Just walking barefoot. Over there she's got shoes. See the shoes disappearing? No shoes. But that's a hologram glitch. So these are all holographic objects. So no shoes at all. Over here in both feet. No shoes. There. No shoes. She's got shoes there.